stop. Before you resign your job for 2022, you need to hear me out. I have 4 things that you need to consider before you write that resignation letter. Now guys, welcome to Momentum Monday. So excited to share with you. I'm going to tell you why, or maybe why you shouldn't leave your job for 2022. Now there are 4 things I want you to consider, but just before that, we are in an era where we're all talking about the Great Resignation, right? So people are asking, what's this thing that's happening? Loads of people are leaving their jobs. They're leaving in droves, and most of the workforce that are leaving are actually millennials and younger generations, right? But it's happening in a lot of different countries. It's happening in the US, in Japan, in other Asian countries, all over the world. And listen, although that is happening, you need to ensure that some things are covered before you leave or quit your job, whatever it is that you want to transition into. And the first thing is that you actually have to know why you want to leave your job. So you need a list of reasons as to why you want to quit. It can't be that you had one confrontation with your boss, one bad performance assessment, one issue with a colleague. Those are not good enough reasons to want to walk away, right? Now this list that you're going to be doing should have all the reasons why you believe you should leave the job, and perhaps it's good to have a list of why you should stay as well. Now as time goes by, you will somehow confirm why you need to leave or why you need to stay, but it's good to have it on paper so that you can see it for yourself, because sometimes it's just some petty things why we want to move on when really and truly they're not that significant. But after seeing it on paper, it may make sense or may not make sense for you to move on. But of course, that choice is up to you. You just need to know, why am I leaving this job, right? Now, the second thing is you have to look at internal possibilities for change. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, let's say that you work full-time, right? Instead of quitting, instead of resigning, you could look at working part-time. If you want more time to work on your business, if you want more time to spend with your family, if you want more time to go to school, then you could switch up how you are actually employed or engaged. You could also look at possibilities of moving to another division, another department, doing something completely different. It may be possible for your employer to do that for you instead of resigning. Have a talk with HR. See what is available to you or what can be done to help you in this process of wanting to transition. Now the third thing is, and not a lot of people talk about it, but listen, before you resign from your job, I'm going to show you something really quickly. Before you resign from the job, you ensure that your purse makes sense. Now what do I mean by that? You can't leave your job and not be able to pay your bills, right? So you have to have a financial plan. Look at your finances. Guys, you need to look at your finances, right? What does my financial plan say? What does my budget say? Am I able to leave my job right now? Do I have enough savings to live on if I don't transition in another job? And let me say this, a lot of people leave their jobs to become entrepreneurs because they say, oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money as an entrepreneur. While I don't deny that fact, or I won't negate that fact, it takes time when you're into entrepreneurship to actually start making crazy money. So you have to have a financial plan, because you're still gonna eat, your bills are still gonna come, the kids still need food, and you still need a home to live in. So you have to have a financial plan. Now the final thing that you want to consider is, are you making a difference where you are currently? So yes, you want to move on, but have you completed the assignment on the job? What were you sent there to do in the first place? And I don't mean for you to take it lightly that you're just working at a job for the sake of working at a job. That's not true. There are people there who need you. There are people there who rely on your mentorship, who rely on your expertise, right? And so you have to look at Am I making a difference here? Is it that my experience is not pleasant because I'm not giving it my all? I want you to consider those things before you leave your job in 2022. Because the truth is, while we can mention the Great Resignation all we want, there are also a group of persons who are applying for other jobs and they are elevating and they're climbing the ladder of success in corporate. So I want you to pay attention to all these four things. The first one is you have to look at why you want to leave. The second one, are there any internal possibilities for any movement, right? Before you jump ship. Third one, what is in your purse? Can your purse take a hit right now? And fourth, maybe you need to increase your value on the job. So guys, before you jump ship, think of all these things. Make a difference on your job, not just earn a living.